So this is a practice search that I set today for hides. I knew where the hides were. Tucker does a beautiful job, artistic work here. And watching this video back, what I'm picturing is there's a larger puzzle, but the only way to get to that larger puzzle is you've got to put the smaller puzzle pieces in place first. And so that's kind of how he works this area, is he works one little puzzle and solves it, works another puzzle, solves it, and then he dedicates himself to the overarching puzzle. And he goes through several phases of pace changes, intensity of how he works. It's really interesting. And all of that reflects how he's processing these different puzzles. So the first thing that happens is he comes in real hot under the hood. He's right out of the car. He's very excited to work. A little bit of opposition reflex, so he comes in fast. So anytime I see this happen, I register in my mind that we're probably passing hides, and I just let him do it. This is his big picture sweep. So this is sort of like looking at the box with the puzzle in it, saying, okay, that's what the picture is. That's the picture we're working for. This first hide he catches pretty easy. Now he's going to do a real interesting thing here. After that restart, so he eats the food, I restart him, he makes a very hard decision, very clear, definite choice to go to our right. And he slips momentarily back into that fast sweeping behavior, which is his typical trot, 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 trot. That's his fast sweep. But he's going to do a very soft change of behavior right here. Head flick, slows down. And then it's sort of like he forgot his wallet at home, so that hard double back. This is information for me that there's probably more to find in this back area. Otherwise, he wouldn't come back here. But then he gets pulled to this one. And this also is common for how Tucker works, is catches a clean line of odor, he's going to go to it as fast as possible. Now this hide is interesting. It's wrapping around this wall and pooling in a back alcove. It's really dark back there, and I'm just letting him work out the pooling odor and letting him choose when to leave. So he's figured that out. So that's a puzzle piece, which is basically no more hides in that back alcove. Now this I found fascinating. He's re-sweeping this back wall, but his body language is totally different. We got the high stepping, the detailing, and the chuffaluffagus breathing. This is him gathering information, whereas before he was just sweeping through. He's going to catch a line to this hide that he missed off of that wall, which is interesting that he needed to work all the way back to the glass doors to get that one. So yeah, that's a mirrored hide on that bench. Okay, so now he's got one more to find. So you're going to see him, right, and he's got his puzzle pieces in place. He's got the main pieces down. He's got to now work out the whole big picture. And so he's going to do that first by expanding his search area into this grassy space. Now the tricky thing about this hide is there's not a lot of structure for it to fall on, and there's not a lot of airflow either. The only airflow there really is a very slight breeze kind of flowing towards the building. Now that whole area, it was an area he swept through really fast, but that time he went through slowly and detailed it. And as he works this out, what I start to notice is how often he does this. Like a flower petal, he loops out and back again. Loops out and back again. And I know this is very common for high hides because the closer the dog is to the hide itself, often the less information is there. And so they travel out again to get the information. And the information is out here. And this is where he's looking for data points. So he's sort of not looking for hides right now. He's looking for information. And that's this phase of his search right here. It's
almost 4 minutes.
So he's redoing this back area again, but once again he looks totally different. Now he's got his head down. He's not detailing those glass walls anymore. It's like he's working a different edge of odor here than he was before. See, he's not checking up on those doors anymore. He's already gathered those data points. He's already dismissed those two hides on his left there. But right here, these zigzagging head down, this looks like falling odor to me. It looks like the edge of a high hide. And he's looking to find the height, but it's tricky because there's not a lot of breeze giving him that information. So right in here, his body language goes a little bit sluggish. I think he's taking a little breather, but he's going to go back to these benches again and start really honing things down right
5
here.
minutes.
And I almost call it quits. I almost think maybe it's too hard. And we have our eureka moment. Ta-da! His face was so bright right here. You can't see it. He's just like, aha, I got it. And there it is. So really cool search. Really artistically done. I love those different phases of big sweep, intent on little puzzles, expand the search area again, double check his smaller puzzles, and then slowly start to let go of the scent plumes from those other hides that he found and pick up the new edge that's on top of it. And it was just beautiful work.